Our level of admiration for engineering is irrelevant because these machines that we are about to show you are beneficial and vital for humans in this day and age. They make massive projects and should take years into short jobs completed safely in months. And when projects are said to take decades, that time can be shortened drastically with the help of some amazing machines. So here are some incredible machines that operate at an insane level. Watch this video to the very end and be amazed. Stonemaker Canada. If you want to erect a sturdy building, you're going to need concrete, and you're going to need a lot of it. So we must give proper respect to the DM100 dry stamp production machine made by Stonemaker Canada. It is an all-in-one concrete mixer, brick and block making machine that can make short work of your projects. It enables manufacturing of dry mix for pavers and blocks, as well as ready mix for casting, pumping, or pouring. And what's most impressive, it can all be done on a single platform. Therefore, there's no need to make several trips back and forth from the factory to the construction site, because this machine offers the flexibility and accessibility of making concrete products right at your construction sites. Moreover, Stonemaker Canada uses local aggregate, mixes batches, switching from dry mix forming to wet mix casting in minutes, and cures finished products in a controlled, safe environment. Aberjet Cold Cutting. Cold cutting is the method to cut through metal without the use of heat from a torch. It's a very efficient and precise process of using water jet technology. This process consists of high-pressure water, with or without abrasives that cut a wide variety of materials, without the generation of heat that could become a pollutant. Plus, the cutting process is characterized by silky smooth, non-workable cutting edges and minimal kerfs. Then, during the jet water cutting process with abrasive, the very high-pressure water, after having passed through a calibrated orifice, is transformed into a jet that comes into contact with the abrasive sand in the mixing chamber, which has been introduced into the cutting head. The jet of water, the abrasive, and the air create a highly turbulent flow that is guided through a nozzle until a coherent beam is formed, and that maximum pressure beam slices through virtually every material. Die casting machinery. The next entry is die casting machinery. You should know that die casting is the metal casting process that is characterized by forcing molten metal under high pressure into a mold cavity. Now you must be asking, how is this relevant in my life? Well, it's used to create engine components, pump components, and housing appliances. So take a look at your refrigerator, microwave, or even your blender, because all of them are examples of the importance of die casting machinery. The mold cavity is created using two hardened tool steel dies, which have been machined into shape and work similarly into an injection mold during the process. Most die castings are made from metals like zinc, copper, aluminum, magnesium, lead, pewter, and tin-based alloys. Underground crop harvester. The wonderful art of preparing cuisine wouldn't exist if it weren't for foods like garlic for flavor, peanuts for antioxidants, protein, magnesium, and fiber. Plus, we must have our potatoes for carbohydrates to add to the fundamentals of a healthy diet. With all that said, the takeaway is that root crops are essential, so the underground crop harvester is a great asset. The multifunctional ground crop harvester is known for being highly efficient, with a wide range of applications as they are maximized for adaptability. Therefore, it doesn't matter if you have onions, garlic, carrots, potatoes, or anything else. This machine can accommodate them all. Friction welding machine. Have you ever imagined that we could create so much heat that we could turn metal into molten, then mend it with friction? Though we lack the supernatural powers of Superman or Flash to do this with our bare hands, humankind has come up with a machine that could do just that. It's called rotary friction welding, and this technology economically and safely joins different materials and material combinations. And this machine is insane because it has already set standards in terms of precision, dynamics, process control, and productivity. These machines offer maximum cost reduction as they limit the use of expensive materials for the job, as they weld a wide variety of material combinations, such as iron, steel, aluminum, copper, and even titanium. Moreover, friction welding has also been shown to work on wood and other non-metallic materials. Plus, these machines are essential for everyone. Friction welding machines are used to make cutting tools, turbine shafts, automotive parts, including steel truck axles and casings, which has many purposes including frames for eyeglasses, piston rods, and even copper, aluminum electrical connections. Concrete screed laser-guided machines. When pouring concrete to create a second, third, fourth floor or more, Once you start the process, there's no stopping until the entire floor is finished. The concrete slab that makes the floor must all be dried at the same time, so the manpower, long hours of strenuous labor, the massive shift schedules, and the meticulous time-consuming work that is involved in this delicate process is often overwhelming, and that's where the concrete screed laser-guided machines garner lots of praise. Master Screed is one of the leading companies in the industry, and they manufacture high-performance concrete laser-guided machines that won a few awards. The shocking thing about these machines is that they are actually not very complicated to operate. For maximum productivity, the MS550 is equipped with high speed and high accuracy servo valves for ultimate level control. These are positioned near the elevation cylinder, which helps reduce lag time and improves floor tolerance and flatness. And it provides great traction to maintain weight distribution and high dimensional stability, which is very important because we don't want any slanted portions in the floor, nor do we want shoe prints left in the concrete. Menzie Monk Walking Excavators. Experts have said that the Menzie Monk walking excavator is an awesome example of where human ingenuity of machinery mimics a creature of Mother Earth. In this case, the creatures in mind are arachnid friends. They look so much like these eight-legged creatures that its nickname is the Spider Excavator. And you could be sure as rain that in Vancouver they even crawl like tarantulas. Forests, jungles, seasides, swamps, or mountains are no problem for this excavator. Based on a sophisticated high-tech chassis and the patented boom, various hydraulic cylinders enable the all-rounder to adapt its wheels and therefore able to tread on any terrain. With its fixed tilting edges on its tracked excavator, it can be adjusted to accommodate steep slopes with assistance from its adjustable wheel and claw supports. As a result, it produces lifting and ripping forces beyond those of conventional excavators. A Menzie Monk weighs 9.5 tons, but it produces an output similar to that of a 20-ton tracked excavator. On slopes up to 100%, in waters up to depths of 2.2 meters, or in deep thick mud that even traps zebras in the Serengeti, the Menzie Monk is suitable for almost any task. Brenton Spa. Don't attempt to schedule a day at this spa because the Brenton Spa is a stone plant. Nonetheless, visitors will still have a great time watching how the men and women working at Brenton Spa produce high-quality, technologically advanced, and decorative products for the building and furnishing industry worldwide. Every year, in various production sites throughout the world, Brenton plants produce millions of square meters of engineered stone. They can handle industrial blocks or decorative polished stonework with great precision. So which of these amazing machines are you marveled at? Use that little box called the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for future uploads. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.